don't think so. It looked like to me that the initial foul was called, and then Bam was like, man, you're not shooting this ball on my court. And Paul knows this. That happens all the time. When a guy goes to make a layup, you just swat it out. If somebody shoots it and you underneath the basket, you punch it out. Yeah, after the whistle. Yeah. I don't know why they called it a foul in this situation, because, I mean, I guess he stepped on his foot, stepped on his ankle. Maybe they're looking at him aggressively pushing in the stomach as he was shooting the ball. He kind of shoved him a little bit. Maybe that's why they called it, but that completely changed the course of the game. They was down by 13, Skip, with about, at that point, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, but at that point, they had outscored the Celtics 9. They had outscored the Celtics by 9 points at that point in the game. On top of that, in the fourth quarter. Yes. So they were starting to cook. They had kind of cut that lead, cut into the lead.
Caleb Martin had hit 3 threes.
Caleb Martin had hit the threes. He was cooking, right? Yeah. Where all of a sudden, Jaylen Brown got a little cold. He was 2 of 6 in the fourth, but he had gotten a little cold. He was 0 for 2 from the 3. Tatum only had the 1 shot, so he wasn't contributing in the fourth quarter at all. I just think if they would have got that lead down to, let's say, 9, a little, maybe 10-9, it would have put some pressure on them. It would have put some pressure on the Celtics, whether Paul want to admit that or not. It would have put some pressure on you.
So you saying that flagrant changed the tide of the game?
No, it changed the whole. It changed momentum. It changed the momentum of what they was doing. It's kind of because all Bam could think about was cussing the ref out at that point. That's all he could think about.
Yeah. I mean, it was a dirty play to me. Do I think of Bam as a dirty player? No, I do not.
So how is it a dirty play?
Because you just can't step under a player. Like, players after the whistle always take that shot. Now, whether you want to block it, usually they sit under the rim where somebody just grabs it out the air, because a lot of times the player takes that shot just to see a ball go into the hoop, to get going.
But he really didn't step underneath him. He just kind of swiped at him.
He stepped into his space, and usually that's a call that's made when there's play. When there's play. Yeah. It was no play going on. The whistle was blown. Play was dead. And he decided he wanted to go. And then, he knocks him down. So it looked bad, especially him holding his ankle. Like, usually players don't just go up to a player and challenge it right there after the whistle.
Okay, I agree with you on that one.
So it's sort of like a free shot right here. I'm just trying to, find some confidence.
But he didn't even jump. He just swiped at him.
Yeah, but he steps under the guy. He steps under the guy. And the rule is, in play, that's a flagrant. But because
he got to have his landing spot.
Yeah, he got to have his landing space. But
see, I don't consider that dirty. I don't think he tried deliberately.
I don't think he tried deliberately.
So I wouldn't call it dirty.
I didn't say it was dirty. Okay. I didn't say. I thought
I heard it was a dirty play by a guy who's not a dirty player.
Well, yeah.
I just heard the word dirty.
Okay, yeah, it was dirty by a guy who's not dirty.
Yeah.
I don't think he intentionally.
No, I don't think so either.
You step, like, the whistle is blown, your tendency is just to relax, just like, okay, it's a whistle. But the whistle was blown and he stepped into Jayson. So, I know.
So why would the refs call it after the fact, though? Is it because it?
Call it a flagrant?
A foul in general. Just why would they do that?
He stepped into his space. I mean,
but the play is over. He already got fouled. That's over with.
I kind of agree, but if he
that's like you and
if he doesn't sprain his ankle, then that's probably not called. Because if he just steps and then kind of like walks it off and doesn't go to the ground, it's probably not called.
Yeah, it's like somebody having a shot and you and I walking back toward the free throw line and you stumble and trip over me. What, they gonna say, I fouled you?
No.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
I mean, since he sprained his ankle, it looks worse than it actually
Did he sprain his ankle because he kept playing?
Yeah, he sprained his ankle. You saw him turn his ankle right there.
He kept playing.
He did.
So, yeah, he kept playing, which is great. I thought it was done. It looked like it was done.
That part I was very sensitive to. Yeah. I was like, oh, man, if he missed any time, they in trouble.
But when I initially saw it, when I'm sitting in front of my TV and I watched, the first thing I said is, that's a technical. Without even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But now the more I watch the replay, I'm like, it's a dead play by both players. Technically, maybe not a technical or flagrant because Jayson Tatum didn't have to shoot it and Bam didn't have to challenge it. And it wasn't in play.
Yeah.
But initially watching it, I was like, oh, that's a technical.
I think they had to give him a flagrant.
Yeah.
Because he did push him. He pushed him.
Yeah, the push.
And then it was, even though it's a non-play play, it's an incredibly dangerous play to me because I hark back to what that Zaza Pachulia did to Kawhi Leonard in the conference finals when it was Golden State against San Antonio. And put his size 20 or whatever it is sneaker underneath. He slipped it underneath Kawhi, and Kawhi came down and just ripped his ankle and was gone for the. They had the defending champ Golden State down on the ropes in Game 1 at Oracle, and they were going to win. And then without Kawhi in the fourth quarter, they were done. That started it because it's just.
Oh yeah, I remember in the corner. He shot the three in the corner. I remember now.
Okay, so it's a dangerous play. I never consider. Listen, nobody plays harder than Bam plays. He just, he gives you, man, talk about blood, sweat, and tears.
I don't know.
Okay,
he swiped at it.
Okay, but he does go dangerous into his landing area.
Yeah,
and Jayson comes down, and that left ankle, it turns over, and it's the same one that has plagued him. It plagued him last year. It plagued him 2 years ago. And I promise you...
That was the left ankle?
Yeah. When he woke up this morning, it was hurting. It was hurting. You know, he's going to have to soak it and ice it and heat it and ice it and try to get it right.
The good thing is the Celtics still play well without their stars.
Yeah.
We can get...
Man, y'all ain't never getting 38 out of Derrick White again. Stop it.
Hey, do you realize how lucky you were last night?
Man, you got 38 out of Derrick White, man. Stop.
You're lucky that we beat Miami how many times in Miami?
Think about this. Think about this.
A lot.
Derrick White last night hit 8 out of 15 threes.
Yes.
The whole rest of your team was 6 out of 22. That's 27%.
Law of averages, Skip.
Okay, but if you don't have his 8 out of 15, what if you don't have his 15 makes out of 26 shots?
That's what I'm saying.
25
like
shots.
You told me Miami and them 23 threes, the historical 23 threes, this is historical. Y'all not getting this again?
This is historical.
Y'all not getting this from Derrick White, man.
Hey, Paul.
We don't need it.
Without Derrick White last night, look what you shot as a team. Without him, you shot 21 of 60. That's 35% as a team. That's what
stars in this league does, Skip.
Yeah, okay.
He's one of our stars.
He's a star.
He's one of our stars.
Yeah.
Defensively,
He's a star defensively, and he's a guy you can count on down the stretch.
You can.
Come on, he's one of the stars.
Hey.
You're not getting 38 out of him, no.
We don't need 38 out of him. We don't need 38 out of them, but this shows you how good they are, that they got a player like that who's probably their fourth or fifth option that can give you 38.
Okay, so
now, who else in the league can say that? Their fourth option is giving 38.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Now that Porzingis might be banged up a little bit.
All right, we play well without him. Listen, this is the thing about the Celtics, if y'all haven't watched them all year long. We played many nights.
Tell me your analyst hat, not your Celtic hat.
And where we haven't had Porzingis, where we haven't had Tatum. You telling me you don't like Jaylen Brown as a number one option? I've seen him go for 40 and as a number one option. Drew Holiday, Derrick White, Peyton Pritchard off your bench, Al Horford, we don't have to have our guys in the first round to beat Miami. Health comes around for this team in particular, for just this team in particular, because we're deep and the talent is there. When we start advancing, and I always say this, in order to win a championship, you have to be good and you have to be lucky. And health is part of that luck. You know, a lot of teams, you see win a championship because the other player on this team was hurt. The year, think about it, KD, if he don't get hurt, they win another championship that Toronto doesn't win that year. Or, just certain things along the way in this journey to get to the finals, to win it all, you have to be healthy. So hopefully Porzingis can get some rest. We can close out the series without him, and we can get our health back. So why are you looking like that?
Because you just assumed.
Well, it wasn't a major injury. It wasn't a major injury. Tatum played. Few days of rest of help. Kristaps, I feel like give him a week.
Last time Miami was in Boston, they won.
They shot 23 threes. They made 23 threes. Oh, how about this? That'll never happen again. That'll never happen again.
Their role players was the ones that did all that work.
That'll never happen again.
Their role players.
That'll never happen again. I guarantee you that. 23 threes made.
I'm just saying, I'm only giving you the facts, man.
Well,
don't beat me up.
Just like you saying, oh, Derrick White, he ain't gonna get 38 points again. Miami Heat ain't gonna get 23 threes. That's a fact.
What if they get 16?
You know what our record is without Porzingis? You want to know that one?
I know what y'all record is when y'all play the Nuggets.
You know what our record
y'all,
is?
you talking about us all the time.
We ain't got that far yet. We'll talk about that in a month from now.
So, Paul, all I know is one night not too long ago, I watched the Los Angeles Lakers without LeBron and without AD at Boston win handily thanks to Austin Reeves.
You saw Austin reincarnation of Larry Bird. Going to Boston.
It seems to happen a lot at Boston where you're vulnerable at home.
Skip, we've only lost, what, 4 games at home? Like, okay, a blip in the system. Come on. I'll take that. 4 games.
What did Miami do to you last year at Boston?
They won in Game 7 because Jayson Tatum sprained his ankle in Game 7. And Caleb Martin looked like Caleb Jordan. We ain't seen that Caleb Jordan. We ain't seen him average 20 points in his whole life.
Yep. He looked like Caleb Jordan in the fourth quarter last night.
Yeah, who was the other guy that's with the Lakers now? He averaged 20.
Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe Vincent averaged 20.
He did.
Like, come on, man. We all know that was a fluke. That was an aberration. Come on.
I didn't think there were.
So you still feel good about y'all coming out the East?
Yeah, we feel good. We just blown Miami out twice in Miami. We about to go home, close out, get some rest, and then we're gonna see the winner of Orlando and Cleveland. Who that series might go 7. You feeling good about either one of them 2 teams beating Boston?
No, I don't.
I mean, this is just, come on.
No, I don't. But I don't feel good about y'all getting out the East either no more.
Who you feel good about?
I mean, the Knicks, they not scared of y'all.
I don't want to hear about the Knicks.
And then if Philly can get their act together,
The Knicks is the biggest Cinderella story this year. I love it, though. I love that, the Mecca has finally got something to cheer about in a sport, period. Just in a sport. Because all the other sports, they don't have nothing to cheer about. So I'm happy that Jalen Brunson's have brought some joy to the New York fan base, which, in my opinion, is one of the top 3 fan bases in all of the world. So hats off to that, but we all know this is going to be over. Their Cinderella ride is going to be over in the next round. We all know that.
Okay, so you're saying you have no respect for the New York Knicks?
No, I respect them, but their Cinderella ride is going to be over in the next round.
Okay.
You have no respect for anybody in the East?
Yeah, I do.
Who? Who you scared of?
You said respect for.
We
ain't scared of nobody. Who you say respect for? Who I have respect for? Indiana Pacers.
I think you have fear of Joel Embiid when he's right, when he's healthy.
I love Joel, but he lipping out there. He lipping. We're not worried about them.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're not
done
worried
tonight.
about
They
anybody.
gonna be done tonight.
Yeah, he's not worried about anybody. Okay.
Okay.
Who should they be worried about? The Knicks?
Just finish the deal, man.
Yeah.
Right, whatever.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.